So in this time of COVID-19, um, for people who are single, you get it gets to a point where it's very challenging and you begin to think, oh, have I made a mistake by being by myself for a long time, or do I really need somebody, or I really need somebody? If I had somebody now, I would feel better. I won't be lonely. I won't be this, I won't be that. You begin, listen, for every most people are somewhat vulnerable. Now, don't place yourself in that vulnerable state where you begin to think you need another person in your life to evaluate the amount of love you're going to feel or the amount of happiness you're going to have in your life. All we need in our life is the little things that make life matters. The little things that is going to keep us happy. You don't need a man in your life. You don't need a woman in your life to make you happy. Happiness comes from within. You first have to be able to make yourself happy. You first have to be able to be satisfied in what you can be for yourself before you can think of bringing someone into your space. Because if you're not happy on on your own, or you are not a happy person, or you're not a fulfilled person, and you think by getting a partner, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, a husband is going to make you happy. No, it's not going to make you happy. It's just going to satisfy the urge you have at that time. And once this urge has been satisfied, you then eventually find out, like, okay, I really didn't need this person in my life. But because of that urge we have to have someone in our lives at a particular time, we just want to rush into it. This is not the time to rush into nothing. This is not the time to waste time trying to think or feel that because we didn't let someone into our life, that's the reason why we are not who we are, or we are not in the space we are supposed to be. No, this time of quarantine is actually time for us to reevaluate ourselves, so that when the quarantine is over, now we can go outside and really bloom. Like there's this flower I love so much, the tulip. It's tulip, right? It's well, I think it's tulip, but some other lady, I have it up there is in my flower. Okay, my birthday decoration is still on, but ignore that. It's that flower, right? Is white. It's I love the way it blooms. So since I was during this quarantine, I've been able to watch it really bloom. And when it blooms, it comes out with this beautiful fragrance. I just love to sit by it. Once it blooms, it's just a natural air freshener. It smells so beautiful. So in my head, I'm beginning to think, okay, I'm beginning to think, okay, if this flower can bloom like this, I think I want to bloom like this. So after this quarantine, guess what? I feel like, okay, it's time for people to bloom and let the world see you, see your capabilities, see things you have to offer. You don't need any person in your life to assess if you're gonna be happy or not. No. I feel like that sometimes. I feel like, okay, I need to be with somebody. I need to be married. I need to be this. I need to be that. If it was going to. No. For me to be able to let someone into my space, first of all, I have to be sure that I'm at that point. Am I truly happy? Or do I need to bring this person into my space to evaluate how much more happiness I'm going to have? What if that person comes into my space and that person feels the same way? And then once the feeling of loneliness that they feel at that time is over, how are we going to deal this time? Because guess what? They are going to get done with the way they feel, and we are back to square one. We are back to where we started. Because why? We did not get into this relationship for the right reason. We got into this relationship because of the way we felt at that particular time. Now we are not feeling that way anymore. So what's going to happen? So that's what I'm just trying to say. For me, I've been lonely and I've tried to put blame on myself, blah, 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 and all that. And it doesn't even make sense. First of all, I have to get the satisfaction for myself first. I have to be able to understand myself. Don't just think, oh, that's why we are in, we keep jumping in and out, because we are not, including me, we are not sitting back to reevaluate. Do I really need somebody in my life now? Do I not? So when you jump into a relationship without being sure if you need somebody, or thinking that when you get somebody in your life, that's going to eventually make you happy, that's not going to make you happy. First, you have to make yourself happy. Happiness is something you give. Allowing God to be the first in your life makes you happy. Putting the goodness of God first in our lives makes us happy. Knowing the word of God and allowing it to influence our daily activities makes us happy. So we have to be able to have enough, very equipped to be able to pass something to that person. You don't want someone coming into your life and they can't learn nothing from you, or you can't learn nothing from them. They come in and all you have to offer each other is sex. If sex is the only thing you have to offer each other, what happens when you don't feel sexual anymore? What's going to happen? Nothing. Because the main reason why you all got together is because you were both having serious sexual urges. And then what happens if you're having this sexual urge about this guy, and then you guys get in bed and he can't do nothing? Or you're having this sexual urge about this girl and you get on bed and she's lying there like a piece of wood. What are you going to do? Because sometimes you meet a guy and all he wants to do is just, for a woman, all they want to do is just get all over you, get smushy, get kissy, get all that, and then boom, they want to have sex. Okay, what if you're trying so hard to have sex with me and then eventually you don't know my sexual capacity? What if I say, okay, let's go there, and then you come and you get on me and then it's nothing? Really? I'm going to hate you. Yes, I'm going to hate you because you stress me out. You don't stress me out so much for this, and then here we are and it's nonsense. So that's the problem. When we think we need somebody in our lives, for me right now, during this quarantine, of course there are times you get really lonely. But I have to sit back and I say, okay, I need to reevaluate things that is really important. Things that are really important, I need to reevaluate. The urge of having someone around, is it really going to bring that satisfaction I need? If it's not, then it's not necessary. You get? That's why relationship is called partnership. If relationship is just for sexual satisfaction, then I might as well go out there, pay a guy, and then get sexually satisfied. The man can actually go out there, get a woman, he doesn't even have to pay much, get sexually satisfied. But the word partnership comes in when two people are together. Being able to merge ideas together, to work on your minds together. It's so crazy when you're doing something and then you're asking your partner and they keep saying, I don't have an idea, or I don't want to talk about it, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. You can't be in that type of relationship. So that's why I'm saying, I feel we have to reevaluate what we really want in a relationship, because before we jump, we don't just go into a relationship because I'm lonely. Okay, now I'm no more lonely. What's going to happen? If you start being lonely, what's going to happen? Someone like me, it's very easy for me to get bored with a guy. If you really don't have things to, you have to be able to keep up. Because sometimes I just withdraw and I'm looking at you like, okay, show me what you have to offer. And then you're here boring the shit out of me. Or just, laying there like a piece of crap. It's very important that we are able to really prioritize these things. Let's not stop thinking that having someone in our life is going to really let me say, having a man or a woman in your life to start dating is tantamount to bringing happiness into your life. It's not going to bring happiness. Happiness comes from you, within the things you do for yourself, the things you're able to do for people. This time of COVID-19, how many people have we been able to actually impact their life, help out? If it's just one person you can help out in this type of coronavirus, right? One person, you're able to help them out properly. You're able to actually do something, and this person is going to be able to say, at this time in my life, I was able to get help from this person, and this person I really do appreciate. They go on their knees every day and they pray for you. You get? Instead of trying to think about how lonely and how much we need love and how much we need a man. Of course, we need a man. I need a man, but not in a hurry to get any Tom, Dick, and Harry. You get? You have to be able to come up with something. Let me see what you have to offer. You get? Let me see how what you have to offer to this queen. Don't just, it's very lonely, but let's not think that getting someone into our lives is going to end the loneliness. No, it's only going to make it worse. You're going to live there even feeling worse than you were feeling when you got into the relationship. So let's try to do things right, to stay positive, and let love lead. Let love lead. Thank you. Mwah.